City cars used to be a cheap and cheerful set of first-time wheels, but the likes of the new Volkswagen Polo are a very different proposition indeed, Danny.
Steve, this sixth generation Polo has really grown up. It looks more Golf than Polo to me, so let's see if it lives up to its big brother's reputation.
So Danny, I guess the reason why the new Polo looks a lot like a miniature Golf, if you pardon the pun, is because that's really what it is. Underneath, it's built on the same basic underpinnings as the Golf, and so it has a bit more, a bit more of a grown-up character than your average city car, I think.
Yeah, I really like it. I have to admit, like, some city cars just almost look a bit too girly, or some of them almost look a bit too male-orientated. I think this is a really good fit. It's probably a bit more grown up, a bit more sophisticated.
Yeah, I think they've done like a good job of creating a car that, it does feel bigger than what it is. Sometimes you want a car to feel smaller, you want a big SUV to hide its size. Sometimes these city cars, you actually want them to feel more substantial. I think that's what Volkswagen's managed to do. I think it rides and handles a lot like a Golf, which is, I think we can all agree, is one of the better small cars. So it's got that, I guess, a more mature character on road.
Yeah, I think the thing about this new Polo, one of the new features is that it is bigger, it is wider, it has more room, and you can feel that coming. You don't feel squashed at all. Yes, I'm short, but even you've got decent headroom there. And boot size, 351 litres. It's actually not that much smaller than the boot in a Golf. So you've got a car here that it's bigger than your city car and maybe slightly smaller than a small car.
Yeah, look, I have to agree. I think they've done, a really good job with the packaging. Now, under the bonnet, we've got a 1 litre 3-cylinder engine, which is different from the Golf. The Golf obviously has a traditional 4-cylinder engine, but I'm going to tell you, I actually really like it. It's got 81 kilowatts of power, so it's got and more than enough performance for this size of vehicle. And for a 3-cylinder, it's actually quite refined. It makes actually nice little 3-cylinder thrum as it goes along, but nothing too sort of in your face or awkward. It actually it's nicely nicely muted.
Let me have a go and I'll give you my verdict.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so Steve, I have to agree. I think this is one of the better 3-cylinder cars I've driven, and the combination with it and the transmission actually isn't too bad. Sometimes they don't gel, but this one seems to gel. So yeah, it's quite light and fairly easy to drive. You do feel a bit of that vibration that you do get with that 3-cylinder engine, and with the DSG sometimes at low speed it needs that bit of a nudge. But what I also do like is that you do get the option of getting this in a 6-speed manual. So people like me would probably want to consider that. And the other good thing about a manual is that it's $2,500 cheaper.
Yeah, which does bring up another point, Danny, and that is the price. The Comfortline model starts at $19,500. They're doing deals at the moment until the end of the financial year for just over $20,000 on road, plus then that automatic cost. So it's not exactly a cheap and cheerful city car. It is more, it's more premium on the road, but it is more premium in terms of price.
You're still getting some decent value for money. You've got a nice 8-inch touchscreen, which is fairly easy to use. It's got some good tech, and on top of that, you've got with this particular car, you've got some really good safety features. Yeah,
look, it's at the end of the day, you kind of get what you pay for in this segment, and I think it's maybe not the most flamboyant of design. It's just traditional sort of German conservative design, but it does come up really well. I think the dashboard, it's got a lot of elements to it that actually, again, make it feel a bit bigger and a size bigger than what it is, just in terms of how it presents. So look, I think they've done a good job. Has it won you over though?
It does appeal to me in terms of a second car. We've already got an SUV, we don't need a second one, and some city cars are too small, and this really would be a perfect fit because it has everything plus the safety, which for me is really important because I'm always carrying a little one with me.
Yeah, look, I think that's kind of a big market for cars like this. People that really want to downsize. It's not so much a first car as it is downsizing from something a bit bigger, because it is really an ideal car. We call them city cars for a reason. This is the ideal car to have to you know, commute around town. It's easy to park, it's light on fuel, but as we've discussed, it doesn't feel like you're driving a tinny little car. You know, it's a more premium experience. So look, I think it's got, you know, a heck of a lot going for it.